Good morning, everyone. And believe it or not, this is morning. Welcome to, another land of the midnight sun, if you will. We are over here in Sandefjord, Norway. Yeah, gonna do some flights in Norway. One reason I'm not showing you the airport that I bought actually in Norway. I'm just going to show you a freeware mod is what we're going to that I've used, I think, since August. We'll go and check that out for you. A new aircraft in the hangar thanks to viewer donations with XP12 gift cards, and we're almost at 520. We've had like 22 new viewers, subscribers in the last few weeks. I am forever grateful. This is the Aerobasque Legacy RG. Now, there is a Legacy, and then there's the RG with the RG suffix, and that stands for retractable gear. And this is the retractable gear version. It is on the ground power right now. I'm going to get the canopy closed and all that. I haven't programmed anything yet. And let's go check out Bergen, Norway, right on the coast. Very famous city in Norway. Don't forget to smash the like, the share, the comment, subscribe, ring the bell. You know the whole thing. Links to what I'm using will be in the description down below. Not everything, but to this aircraft. Again, we're agenda free on this channel. This was bought with viewer donations, my own money. This isn't the Home Shopping Network. I'm not here to sell you anything. I don't care if you buy or download anything I ever show you. I'm just here to show you, and then you can make up your own mind as to whether or not you think it suits your needs. You'll also find a link to my Discord how you can help support the channel via PayPal or a xplane.org gift cards. And you'll find where you can get the Avi tab. This does have Avi tab. It's up there in the sky right now. And of course, for this one, I am on default live weather using the NOAA-PLUGIN. And it's quite handy. And I'll just show you real quick how it works. Boom. And there we go. And it is what is helping to give us some patchy snow and all that. It reads the grid files, GFS data, and all that stuff where you are flying. And you'll also find my computer specs so you can get an idea of how the sim might look. I'm not using Auto Ortho. It's simply SimHaven and Orbix Global Trees. I'm glad to have you on board. I'll bring you back when we're on the runway. Expecting runway 36 for departure. That's down that end there. Glad to have you on board. See you on the other side. And welcome back, everybody. Here we are parked on the runway. Well, not parked, but landed up. Note with this aircraft, be very gentle with throttle movements on the ground and rudder movements. This is a very powerful engine, so expect a lot of torque. Adverse yaw, if you will. And up she goes. That quick. Like, this thing is really powerful. Yeah, I don't need to go up that high, thanks. There we go. And we can get the navigation on. I want to spend time outside looking at stuff. No flaps takeoff, don't need it. And we're going to kind of follow that highway just for a little bit, and then we're going to make a left. You saw how quick it gets up. Pitch rudder trims here. Now a couple of tips that you might overlook. Don't do it. One, your door seal is here. Up here, it's unlocked. Once you hit about 40 knots, it will lift and it'll start fluttering around all wacky and back and forth. So make sure before takeoff you have this locked, which is in the down position. You just need to click it and it'll come down on its own. The other thing is your door seal. Make sure that is on. You will hear the vacuum actually suck the canopy down and create an airtight seal. On the aircraft, which is awesome. We're going up to 10,000. I just want to see what it's going to look like. Orbit Global Treats for the win. Looking good. Again, we are on live time. Live weather. We are using the default weather. Those are speed brakes, just so you know. And they do function. The trigger switch for them is over here. Fuel tanks here. Be very careful moving it. If you go too hard on your mouse wheel, you'll switch it to off. And that's, well, it's not a good thing. Put it that way. Now that's doing good. We will lean the engine just a bit. Get that out of the red. There's no need for that. And that is good. GNS 530, by the way, today was update day. If you find it too loud in the cockpit, it simulates putting on your headset. But I know a lot of people like to hear the engine sounds. I know I do. Your magneto switches or masters are down here. Starter is there. You just press and hold it. At this time of year, starting in Norway, I had to wait for about, I want to say I had to warm up the aircraft for a good 5-10 minutes to get the oil temperature and that to come up. This instrument is a little too low key for me. Needs to be brighter. And you can switch between Celsius and Fahrenheit. And there's other things that are down here that you can check, of course. I think that's pounds or gallons. This is in liters. Or that is in liters. This is in gallons. I'm not really sure. Auto track, I did look at the manual somewhat. But I typically keep it on this one. And I look over there. I just wish this instrument was brighter. That's all I'm going to say. Because depending on the angle. Now, this is true of all of them. Your lights are up here for the cockpit, the overhead, spotlight, etc. like that. If you want to call up the configuration for this aircraft, click the Lancair logo, and this is where you get your ground options. It does have its own GPU, and it will install shocks and a pitot cover, etc. The typical Arabas stuff. It does come with a number of liveries. I'm using an orange one because, well, we're in Norway. I disabled this thing. If trying to taxi with this, man, it's like trying to taxi in a free caster tail dragger. And boy, oh boy, can it be awkward. It can humble you. You can simulate everything. All of these breakers over on our right all do pop out. And you can enable reflections. Some people like them. I'm not a huge fan. I would be if it wasn't for the fact everything is so dark in XP12's flight decks. Doesn't matter the aircraft. It's an X-plane thing. Laminar needs to address it. It's not, I mean, some developers have created workarounds. The problem is every time Laminar updates the sim, which is quite frequently, you can end up, they get overwritten. And I believe what's the transition altitude here? I don't usually fly in Europe, so please forgive me. 7,000. Barrow. Standard. There we go. Bit of a different kind of autopilot. It always, we are going to test this. I do have a Star and a ILS approach programmed into the GNS 530. Aerobas Quad. Hello. Good thing I'm single. Otherwise, I've had some explaining to do. Oh, there's a luggage compartment back there. Texturing with Aerobas is typically very good. They really do. On some aircraft from Thuranda, I wish they had Aerobas do their texture work. Oh, that's why I'm not going so quick. You can fly the entire flight with the gears down, but it's obviously less energy efficient, and that's going to pick us up a whole stinkload of power. I was wondering why I had to have so much power still in. And this aircraft will boogie. And I think around 90 knots is landing speed, if I recall. So we'll get a bug set up for that down here. So what I'm going to do is I am going to continue to keep flying. It's going to take me about an hour and change. And I will bring you back. Don't forget, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the whole routine. Click show more. You'll find a link to my Discord, how you can support the channel. Again, this is not the Home Shopping Network. I don't care if you buy this plane or not. I bought it with, you know, fewer donations. I figured some would enjoy seeing this aircraft. But I don't care if you download it or anything I ever show you on the channel. That is a decision that only you can make. And you will find where you can get, you know, like the AviTap and the X-Plane NOAA-PLUGIN, and you'll also find my computer specs as well. Thank you for flying along. I'll bring you back, you know, when we've already started top of the set and we're getting ready to, you know, go on our downwind or something like that. Thanks for flying along. And here we go, everybody. We are on the downwind, so to speak. And Norway is looking like Norway. Basically almost, you know, give it a day or so, December. Absolutely beautiful country to fly. Same with Finland, Iceland. I just prefer flying in Asia, the Middle East, Eurasia, Africa. But there is no doubt flying in, you know, the Scandinavian countries, Northern Europe, you know, especially to the Northeast and such. I bought a bunch of I bought, like, I don't know what, including mods and everything that I've downloaded, like freeware, just Payware alone. 13 airports Payware I bought during the Black Friday sale. Thanks to viewer donations from Josh and Kitster, Cindy. There's a couple of others, but I don't have permission to use their names. So, but those three I do. Bought 5-6 aircraft, which I'm forever grateful. This is one of them. I bought this on Wednesday. I bought it. I bought another one as well. Yes, a number of the aircraft are Aerobast. Why? Because I trust their quality. Same with Throttle. I trust the quality. Now, one of the aircraft is from a developer it seems is very respected in the X-Plane community, but I've never flown one of their aircraft. But it's going to take me like a good week or two to get my head wrapped around flying it. So hopefully you look forward to that. And both of them are GA aircraft. The other one's a bit bigger than this, but... And this is looking great. So, altitude capture and changing altitude. So on this aircraft, put this to blue. And then set the altitude you want. Your vertical speed. And it will do the rest. You can use this, I believe, as well. And we've slowed down nicely. And put it into vertical speed mode. And there you go. And now we'll descend around 700 feet per minute. During cruise, no issues whatsoever. Track the flight plan path perfectly. And X-Plane dropped an update midway through the flight. I averaged around 250 miles an hour over the ground. 222 knots-ish. Indicated airspeed. This plane can get you places. It really can. And I'm quite happy with this kind of speed right now. And where's Bergen? Over here somewhere. I go back there somewhere. Oh great, I'm going to be landing into the sun. Wonderful. Oh well. So your oxygen supply is over here. And you actually will see even your passenger with an oxygen mask on should you activate it. I cruised at 10,000 feet, so it wasn't really necessary. I have no idea where the cabin heater and all that is. I'm really curious about this button, music. I've got to say that. Like I said, pitch rudder trims are all down here. Make sure you have the electric trim on, which definitely helps. And I do have the ILS programmed in, and I'll get ready to change this over to Yoke in a minute. But we still have a couple of procedure turns to do. How we doing fuel-wise? I timed that pretty good. When I go towards final, I will switch the tank. And it performed beautifully. If needed, I will deploy the speed brakes, which are over here. I think it banks a little drastically. I think it should anticipate, like, I don't know, that goes over pretty far. Now, this is a kind of steep turn. Boy, that is gorgeous. Oh. And that sun ain't going to get much higher. And we can kind of see it now. I'm going to wait till it comes over, because I have a right turn to make. And then I will switch the CDI to localizer. I will activate the approach procedure. We can get that there now. There is multiple options for each of these. So, you know, like I've somehow managed to turn weather on. And again, links to everything I'm using will be in the description down below. Click show more. After you would do me a huge favor and help out a small channel and smash the like, the share, the comment, and the subscribe. I do my best to reply to the comments in a timely fashion. Links to where you can get the aircraft, where you can get the airport we're about to land at, which is Freeware, the airport. The aircraft is Payware. And, you know, where you can get the Avi tab, and yes, it supports routes, as you can see. I put my flight plan overlay into it, and everything like that. I will update to beta 3. We'll see what happens. I've talked to a couple of people, well, you know, Discord, that have tried it, and they go, it fixed my issue with VRAM and that, and it's like, okay. So I will do that. But you'll also find a link to my computer specs to my Discord as well. The Discord, free to join. I don't believe in putting Discords behind paywalls myself personally, but everybody has, you know, it's their prerogative. And if you'd like to support the channel, 2 options are listed down below for you. None of them are subscription based, so it's a one-time thing. People have asked me why I don't use Patreon. I've heard such horror stories about people, you know, that it's, you know, at one point, especially during the global health crisis, that did join people's Patreons. And then they actually, you know, when things picked up and it's like, oh, I got to take the kids to soccer practice and yada, yada, yada. Oh, well, now I've got to go into the office to work. I can't work from home and all that. And they just stopped watching them, but they were still subscribed to the Patreon. So for like a year and a half, they were paying, you know, a subscription in support of the content that they don't even watch YouTube rarely anymore. And that's why I don't like Patreon and why I don't join Patreons myself. I don't like them. Just give me a one-time option, and if I like your content, you know, I'll throw a couple of bucks at you. You know, I don't like the subscription model. I just really don't. Now, what is my final approach course altitude? 2400. Okay. Alt. Vertical speed. I don't want to pick up too much speed, so we'll take you down. Make sure to full rich. Get that prop up. Activate the approach. And look. Alt hold. I'm on the wrong thing. What is the barrel right now? I got way behind that. Switch fuel tanks. And I'm going to go down to 1,500 feet. Vertical speed. Now, I hit a button wrong somewhere. And here we go. Let's get that all figured out there. Let's go to see Bergen. And approach. Looking for the glide slope to glow green. Airport is right over there. We do see it. And let's see how she handles it. I will get a level of flaps in. And another. They're kind of incremental-ish, if you will. Gear coming down. See, I went a little quick on that throttle, and you see how she wanted to move to the left? Glide slope is moving down. And I'll hold off on the power change to see what she does speed-wise. Right now, I am happy. Get a bit more flap in. Glide slope captured. We're on the localizer, on the glide slope. It is looking good. And Bergen is looking good. Where's the bridge? Wasn't there a bridge that went there like there's supposed? Maybe I'm thinking of a different airport. Because I used to have an airport here in Norway that was right by the water like this. And it had all the bridges and everything. I mean, it was stunning in Microsoft Flight Simulator. It was a Payware quality freeware mod. It was unreal. Well, maybe the bridge was over there. And there was another one over here somewhere. Not sure. And I'll start to pull some power out. It is looking good so far. Mixture full rich, so the gum check kind of gear is down. I saw it and confirmed it externally. Mixture full rich, prop is full, runway is clear and identified, glide slope localizer are alive and active. Let's go. 179 at 4 knots, that's not bad. Autopilot off, my aircraft. Nice night lighting. Oh, this is beautiful. I mean, it's just beautiful here, man. Not bad. I'm not going to say phenomenal. Spoilers are up. Well, speed brakes, if you will. Welcome to Bergen. This is a freeware airport. It does not require any additional library. My God, look at that. It's hard to fly here, man, at this time of year. All you want to do is be looking around. And speed brakes retracted, and we'll exit over here. We'll take you up briefly. As you can see, it does support snow. And you already saw the phenomenal runway lighting. The taxiway lighting is all done. We've got the ramp lighting. And that, and you know, you could recreate this entire flight and just use a different aircraft and it'd be a completely freeware flight for you. There are electronic flaps. You can just tap them and just extend a tiny bit. It's not like flaps 5, flaps 10, flaps 50. It doesn't work like that. It's a progressive flap. Which is interesting. We can get the flight directors off. Well, flight director. And we'll just pull over here. I'll take you up real quick. I'm kind of wanting to install. I mean, this is freeware, this airport. The mods, so it's like you've got nothing to lose by checking it out for yourself. I mean, other than a few, you know, a minute or so to download it and, you know, judge it for yourself. That's a Microsoft thing. Now, I have no idea where GA parking is here. I'm just going up here. Trees are looking awesome, thanks to Orbix Global Forest. They didn't put it on sale, but I bought it anyway from them direct. I wasn't about to try and figure out a way to use viewer donations to pay for it, because nobody ever complained about the trees. I didn't like them. So it's like, yeah, I bought them myself. Landing lights off, nav lights off, strobe light off. We can take door seal off, electric trim off. We will let the engine sit for a minute or two so we don't end up with any kind of, because look at that, perfectly balanced fuel management. Sometimes I astonish myself. We'll go up real quick so you can get an overview of the airport. I'll make it night. And then I let you go because it is U.S. Thanksgiving. So I'm very happy. There you go. There are some. They did do some custom work using standard XP12 objects and, you know, some custom markings and things like that. I think it looks phenomenal. You saw that approach. There's the bridge. I knew there was a bridge here. You just can't see it. No, I think that's a bridge. I'll make it pure night or early morning. That won't take much. You only got to move it an hour or two. And there you can see the airport lit up at night. Quite, I think it's very well done. I mean, I like it. And it's completely freeware. It doesn't take up a ton of space. Great frame rate, even with the Payware aircraft. You got the lead-in rabbit lights, everything like that. Nice ramp lighting. Good taxiway center line markings and everything. I think it looks good. So that's going to do it for this one. No, back. Resume. Flight configuration. That's what I want. There we go. My name's David. It's been my pleasure to take you on this flight from Sandfjord, Norway. I'm sorry to all the people in Norway. For butchering the names. To Bergen, a freeware mod for Bergen in Norway as well, right on the coast. Beautiful approaches into here. In the Aerobask, Legacy RG. Was it the Legacy RG? I think it's a Legacy. Yeah, Legacy RG. There you go. We're on, there's the version number as well. If you enjoyed this, like, share, comment, subscribe. You know the whole routine. Until the next time, folks, I want you to stay safe, be kind to one another. Keep the blue side up, and I will see you in the skies, on the rails, and on the road. To all my American viewers, have a glorious and blessed Thanksgiving. Remember to give thanks. Until the next we meet, take care, stay safe, and we'll see you again real soon. Thanks for watching. God bless. Bye-bye.